Alright, so before we get to a very busy day in MLS today, as we're going to have 11 games that is going to happen, and it's going to be starting, I think, actually about 4 hours from now, because I am doing this in the morning. Let's do the preview of the Sunday games that's going to be happening tomorrow, and you notice I am wearing NYCFC, and even though NYCFC is not playing tomorrow and they play later today against DC United, I decided to wear this because I haven't wear this jersey throughout the vacation, and I think I only bought like 5 jerseys throughout this vacation that I'm on. And the reason why I didn't bring more is because it would just not have enough room for me to stuff all in my luggage to basically care to here. So yeah, that's why I only had like 5 jersey. I have, of course, have the 2 New York team, the Loons jersey, the Inter Miami jersey, and then the Quakes jersey that I wore, I think, yesterday in my preview. And I know somebody also asked, what kind of jersey is that? That is actually the Parley jersey that MLS always release this once every single year, and that these teams wear these jersey because these jersey are supposedly being made by Ocean Plastic and stuff like that. But that being said, let us actually get back to the preview, and this should be a relatively quick preview because there's only 2 games that we're going to look at, and the first one is the Copa Tejas match between Austin FC versus Houston Dynamo that will start at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And by the way, both of these games is going to be on national television. This one, I believe, it's going to be on ESPN, and this is of course, the 8th edition of the Copa Tejas, and I even put a standings in terms of the Copa Tejas because, knowing the fact that all 3 Texas teams have already been eliminated from playoff contention, this is really the only thing they left to play for. And so far, in terms of the standing-wise, the Dynamo and FC Dallas definitely has the edge, with the Dynamo currently in first place. Actually, they're tied with Dallas in terms of points total with 8 points each, and both have a 2-2-1 record. Houston, of course, score 11 goals, give up 8 goals, and have a goal differential of +3. While for Dallas, they've scored 12 goals, give up 9 goals, and also have a goal differential of +3. And I'm also going to be interesting to see what's the first tiebreaker besides the record and the goal differential. I mean, judging by here, it seemed like the other tiebreaker is going to be goals allowed. Whereas for Austin FC, they definitely have some catch up to do, as their record is 1-0-3, and they have scored only 6 goals in the Copa Tejas and allowed 12 goals with a goal differential of -6, and only have 3 points so far this season. But that only win that they have this season was against the Houston Dynamo at home, and technically Austin still has a shot in terms of winning the Copa Tejas. I mean, they technically kind of control their own destiny because if they can win this game against Houston and then win that game against FC Dallas, which is going to be next week, they technically can win the Copa Tejas, and they will be at 9 points. So yeah, in some way, even though Austin is behind this table, when you look at how the last 2 Copa Tejas match is going to be involving them, have a good opportunity to leapfrog both of these teams. And like I said, with the way that both of these teams, or all 3 of these Texas teams, doesn't really have anything to play for anymore, with them being eliminated, this is definitely something they're going to be played for, because I'm gonna once again upload the Copa Tejas trophy in the thumbnail, and it just shows you how good this trophy is, and how all 3 of these Texas teams wants to get their hands in this trophy once the final Copa Tejas match is going to finish next week. But that being said, moving on into the second game of the 2-game action of Sunday, and actually technically kind of like a double header, is Orlando City versus New England, which will start at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific, and this one is going to be on FS1. So most likely it's not going to start at 7:30, and it's probably going to be like 7:55 and start close to 8, because most games that is on the Fox network, especially on FS1, is always 25 minutes past the advertised time. So I'm guessing the kickoff time of this is going to be 7:55. But for Orlando City, they're coming into this game with a 12-10-8 record, while New England has a 21-6-4 record. And New England, they could potentially make some history in this game, because if they can basically win this game against Orlando City on the road, they would tie LAFC in terms of the regular season points record. And the other thing I also didn't mention here is that if they get a win against Orlando, they would officially win the Supporters Shield for this season. And obviously, I think everybody knows that the Revs are going to win the Supporters Shield. That's why I even said before, they're kind of like the Supporters Shield elect winner, with the way that they have such a big gap in the standings with just so few little games left. But certainly for Orlando City, they definitely want to delay that celebration. Though if they're going to do so, they need to kind of fix their recent form, which has not been good whatsoever. Only one win in the last 8 games, and they're still in that kind of bubble of the playoff picture where they're not really that far from dropping below the red line. And it's not going to be easy in this game against a New England team that pretty sure they're going to be extra motivated. Not only the fact that they are going to be playing a chance to win a silverware in this game, but also the fact that they want to make some history and potentially if going to get that history as soon as next week. So yeah, it should be a very interesting game, and let's see who potentially could win in this kind of heavyweight matchup in the Eastern Conference. But that being said, hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, make sure you guys leave a like, smash the subscribe button. Let me know in the comments below what do you think of both of these games. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you guys next time.